In the year 132, a Chinese inventor built a bronze urn that could feel an earthquake before a single person in the room did. No shaking, no warning, just a small bronze ball dropping from a dragon's mouth, and the room had no idea what it meant yet. The inventor was Zhang Heng, a court astronomer, mathematician, and engineer who had already built calendars, globes, and measuring carts. In 132 AD, he unveiled his strangest invention yet to the imperial court in the capital, Luoyang. It was a bronze vessel, about 6 feet wide, shaped like a giant ceremonial wine jar, and utterly unlike anything built before. 8 bronze dragon heads circled its outside, each one facing a different direction of the compass, each holding a small ball. Below every dragon crouched a bronze toad, mouth open wide, waiting directly underneath in case a ball ever fell. The court found it beautiful, strange, and almost impossible to believe. What could dragons and toads possibly have to do with earthquakes? Zhang Heng claimed the urn could sense a distant earthquake and reveal exactly which direction it struck from. Nobody was convinced yet. The real secret was hidden completely out of sight, sealed inside the bronze shell where no visitor was ever allowed to look. At the center stood a heavy bronze column, balanced upright, so sensitive it could tilt from a tremor too faint for people to feel. When the column tilted, it pressed against a hidden lever, one connected by rods to the single dragon facing that direction. That lever triggered a small catch inside the dragon's neck, and only that one dragon's jaw would slowly creak open. Ball inside its mouth rolled forward and dragon's neck, falling cleanly into the open mouth of the toad positioned right below it. The clang of metal's mouth rolled forward and dragon's neck, loud enough to be heard clearly across the entire hall. Column, lever, gear, dragon, ball, toad. One continuous chain of motion, and only one ball ever fell for each earthquake. Whichever toad held the ball told you the exact direction the earthquake came from, even from hundreds of miles away. For years, the urn sat mostly ignored, an impressive curiosity nobody had truly seen proven, and doubt still lingered in the court. Then, in 138 AD, a dragon facing west suddenly released its ball with a loud, unmistakable clang. Officials rushed over, confused. Nobody in the capital had felt so much as a tremor. Surely the device was simply broken. Zhang Heng remained calm. He insisted the toad was correct. An earthquake had truly struck somewhere far to the west. The court was skeptical. His unconventional ideas had already made him unpopular, and this claim seemed like his strangest yet. Days passed. Then a messenger arrived at the palace gates, riding hard from the distant Longxi region, hundreds of miles west. He reported a powerful earthquake had struck Longxi days earlier, in the exact direction the dragon had pointed toward, hundreds of miles west. The room fell silent. A machine in the capital had felt an earthquake 400 miles away before any messenger could. From that day, nobody doubted the device again. But the urn itself did not survive the centuries that followed. No original was ever recovered. No drawing of its insides was ever passed down through history for us to study. Everything we know comes from a single written description, centuries old, detailed enough to inspire, too vague to fully explain. Modern engineers have proposed dozens of possible internal designs, each one plausible, none of them proven to be the true original. Researchers have built working replicas to test the theory, and versions of the pendulum design really do detect distant tremors. It would be over 1,000 years before anything resembling this idea reappeared anywhere else in the world. We can rebuild its shape with confidence. What we still cannot say for certain is exactly how its heart truly worked. A 2,000-year-old machine still teaches modern engineers something today, that sensitivity and patience can outperform brute force. It never predicted a single earthquake before it happened. It only ever told the truth after the ground had already moved. And yet that was enough to save lives, sending help toward disasters no messenger could have reported fast enough alone. One bronze urn, one silent column, 8 watching dragons. The real mystery is how many other ancient machines we've simply never found.